If you are diving back into mature dating, there is one high-stakes moment every man dreads: the sudden, high-stakes first date interview. You know the questions: why are you single? Or what happened in your marriage? Today, we are breaking down how to navigate these moments with complete confidence. Knowing how to answer these questions is the secret to dating advice from men over 50. Most men make the critical dating mistake of oversharing, which triggers instant red flags. They assume that to win a woman's attention, they have to lay all their cards on the table. They talk about their past divorces, their financial struggles, or their crazy ex-partners, but all they're doing is pushing attraction away. But with the right psychological frame, you can turn these questions into an opportunity to showcase clear standards and boundaries. This isn't about playing games, it's about expressing quiet self-worth. In this video, we will look at the 3 specific tests women use to assess an older man's emotional availability, the authentic boundaries you should use, and how to maintain healthy connections. Test number 1. Why are you single? When a woman asks this on an early date, she isn't just making small talk. She's exploring, seeking to understand your story. She wants to know if you're single because you have healthy boundaries, or if there's a reason other partners have walked away. She wants to see if you choose to be single because you value your own space, or if you're simply unavailable. Most men fall straight into the trap. They say, "Oh, I guess I just haven't been lucky," which makes them sound desperate and unwanted. Or they say, "Women these days are too difficult to please." Constant complaints about modern dating instantly signal bitterness, anger, and resentment, which completely kills any attraction. A healthy partner is looking for consistency and emotional safety. If she senses lingering bitterness, her defense mechanisms go up. She wonders if you are carrying unresolved anger or if you're simply emotionally unavailable. On online forums, women over 50 complain constantly about meeting men who say they're ready but keep one foot permanently out the door. Availability is attractive, but emotional guardedness is a quiet rejection. A partner who respects herself values selection. She wants to see that you appreciate your own life, that you're single by choice because you value your peace, your growth, and your time. You must establish that you choose to be single because you value your own space and you have a life that is already full. As we age, our priorities shift. We no longer tolerate emotional immaturity. We protect our peace, and our focus is on purpose. This means we do not let just anyone into our inner circle. Our time is our most valuable asset, and we do not waste it on connections that don't align. So, how do you answer? Try this. I value my peace, and I've been focused on my purpose. I only invest in connections that genuinely fit my life. Let that sink in. Speak it with complete calm. Notice how that shifts the dynamic. You aren't complaining, you aren't blaming past partners. You're sharing your standards with warmth. This naturally increases her interest and her respect because it shows you value yourself. And here's what she reads between the lines. Emotional health radiates through this response, and quiet confidence, rare after 50, becomes your secret weapon. You are showing you're available, but you don't need to rush or chase. Now, this doesn't mean being cold or closed off. Vulnerability still matters, but there's a difference between premature oversharing and earned intimacy. Share your depth, just not on command. If you want to master this balance and build real connection, subscribe to the channel and grab our free style and confidence checklist in the description below. Now, let's look at test number 2. Test number 2. What happened in your last marriage or long-term relationship? This is the ultimate baggage test. She wants to see if you are still bleeding from your past wounds. She wants to know if you are safe or if you are a walking emotional risk. The trap here is venting. If you spend 10 minutes explaining how greedy or crazy your ex-partner was, you lose the date instantly. It shows you are still carrying the ghost of your past. It signals that your ex still controls your emotions and that there's no room in your heart for anyone else. Why does she pull back? Because she hears unresolved trauma. She wonders if she will have to pay for the mistakes of your ex. She sees a man trapped in a loop of bitterness and anger, and she does not want to be your therapist. She's looking for a partner, not a healing project. True maturity brings emotional closure. A relationship may have ended, but it doesn't define your present. When you show you have processed that history, you demonstrate that you have extracted wisdom from the experience. That is what true masculine strength looks like. So, you frame it like this. We built some great years together, but we grew in different directions. I'm grateful for the lessons because they shaped what I want in this next chapter. It's brief, elegant, and completely drama-free. This framing speaks volumes. It signals that you have healed, take accountability, and refuse to badmouth the past. It establishes you as a secure, emotionally stable presence, ready for genuine consistency. Test number 3. What are you looking for? This test measures your direction and intent. She wants to know if you have a plan or if you are just drifting through life. Women in their 50s do not want to guess where they stand. They value clarity and consistency. The trap is saying, "Oh, I'm just going with the flow," or "Whatever you want, I'm easy." This signals a complete lack of boundaries. It makes you look like a people pleaser who will change his values just to get her approval. Constant flexibility reads as uncertainty, and uncertainty doesn't inspire trust. A woman of substance appreciates a companion who knows his own mind, stands secure in his identity, and communicates with honest clarity. Having direction shows that you are a leader, and leadership remains deeply attractive. Here's your response. I'm looking for a genuine companion to share high-quality experiences with. No rush, but I know what aligns with my life. It's simple, direct, and completely non-needy. A response like this strikes a perfect balance. It communicates emotional maturity without imposing pressure. You are neither rushing into commitment nor settling for aimless dating. It establishes your standards while remaining completely approachable. Dating in this chapter of life doesn't need to feel like an interrogation. Navigating these moments with clarity shows availability without desperation. You retain a healthy sense of mystery, but you are a safe, secure option, and that remains the foundation of true connection. But what happens if you are still holding back because of past heartbreak? Click on the screen right now to discover why divorced men keep one foot out the door and how to protect your peace without living in isolation.